How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's been tough, tough 5 weeks now, but starting to come around and had 3 really good days in a row. Took it really easy today. Um, yeah, it's been a really interesting one. I know I've been telling you how good I've been feeling, and then here I am missing all these weeks, but yeah, it's finally coming around. Had like I said, had good 2 practices, and I think getting through this week, feeling good after this game. I think it's just going to keep stacking, and I'm gonna continue to improve and hopefully get back to the same kind of form I was in before all this happened. So yeah, I'm feeling confident.
Expecting to play Sunday?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be out there, and not going to be playing 60 plays or anything, but I'm gonna be out there, and I think anything that I can do to help take the load off of Kay and all the guys, Bud and Thule. I know they've been grinding in there without me. It's been tough to watch. The main thing is I feel like I've been letting my team down, missing these games, and letting everybody down, letting the coaches down, letting the organization down, letting myself down, and it just sucks how these years have went the last few years, and especially starting off great. I felt like had one of my best games in a long time, first game this year, and had a lot of fun, felt good. So yeah, it's just good to be back out there for those guys.
Think it'll be a plan similar to the Panthers game?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I get out there, I get some good pass rush reps, and hopefully the game goes well and you can shut it down early. But like most weeks, I'm sure it's going to be a battle to the end. So I'm going to just try to be smart, stay warm, and talk to Coach Roney and keep that communication going, and do my best.
What can you share about the nature of the injury? Because it kind of started as a back after the Raiders game.
Yeah.
And kind of moved to your hip.
No, I had the lower back thing, which was not a big deal. Pretty unrelated, I think. Maybe related. I mean, it's a similar area, but it's a glute strain that has given me a lot of nerve pain. The swelling and the hematoma in there was affecting my sciatic nerve and different things going down my leg, and it was some of the worst pain I've ever dealt with. It was not a fun. I mean, it hasn't been fun. Last 2 weeks have really been the first couple weeks that I've really been improving and feeling better. Those first few days were really tough, and it's been testing my mentality, and been testing everything, because it's hard to deal with pain, especially how these last few years have went, and how good I was feeling, and coming back from the hand and having this adversity that I've overcome, and then just getting hit with this random thing that, I mean, of course it's not random, everything happens, nothing just happens for no reason, but yeah, it's the main thing was it was a glute strain, and it just was, a lot of doctors were unsure because the pathology and the pain kind of wasn't really matching up, but I had some good conversations with some other doctors recently that kind of assured me that that's the only thing that's going on. I had a million scans to kind of see if there was anything else going on. Everything's clean, which overall is a good thing, but you're kind of hoping, like, man, I wish they would just find something so we can work on it and get it better. But yeah, I think I'm finally over the hump. It's definitely not 100%, but I've played feeling worse before.
Were you in pain just like sitting, watching television,
It
doing whatever?
was the first few days, first week was just brutal. No sleep, couldn't sit. I still have the medicine ball at or the exercise ball at the house that I stole from here because that was my only safe place, was laying on the medicine ball in like that fetal type position because I mean that first day after the flight back was insane. I was laying in the training room for probably 6 hours on that ball. Couldn't move. I would try to get up and do some treatment, and no position worked. Still, I can't really sleep. This week has been better, but I'm a back sleeper, and I can't really sleep on my back with the glute. But I've finally been getting good sleep. Feel just comfortable moving around. Feel much better out there. Starting to feel more even on both my legs. Luckily, I was able to stay on my feet. Stay on top of my upper body lifting, so I feel strong. My weight's good. My legs are coming back, so it was tough, and I think the adversity I've dealt with over the years has only made me stronger and has helped me learn more about myself and kind of the things I need to do to be successful. At this age, I'm not a fresh young rookie anymore that can get away with doing some things that I could back then. So I kind of definitely hit a low point dealing with this, but it's made me stronger mentally. I've been doing all the work I can with all the tools I have and the people around me to not only help physically but help mentally. And I think when I look back at this moment, when you're in it, it feels hopeless sometimes, and you're like, man, I don't want to do this and that. But I think I'll look back at this point and all these injuries that I've dealt over the last 3 years, and I think it'll be maybe not a blessing in disguise, but an important part in my journey in my career that helps me take those few extra steps of things that maybe I wasn't doing before because I didn't have to, but this kind of has pushed me to be the best person I possibly can, not only physically but mentally. And like I said, I've learned a lot about myself and what I need now, and I'm just grateful that I have a great team around me, my family, my trainer, everybody here, my therapist Roger, shout out. He's the man. He's helped me through a lot of tough times in my career, and I don't think I know for a fact that I would not be standing here or be as successful as I am without all these people around me. So I just want to thank everybody, including my teammates, for having my back and not pushing me and just being there for me, and knowing that I'm doing the things I can to try to get back and be the best teammate I can. And I think I don't have much time left in this game. You never dealing with stuff like this makes you realize that it can be over at any moment, and I just don't want to take anything for granted, and I don't want to look back and be like shoulda, coulda, woulda. So I think I have a few years, maybe hopefully a few good years left, and I just want to do everything I possibly can to take advantage of my opportunity.
During that low point, what were you thinking to yourself? Did you think this was going to be it?
Yeah, no, I mean, your mind just tends to ruminate and go to the future, go to the past. Oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? And when you get into that state, it's just important to kind of reel it in and take it, maybe not even a day at a time, but a minute at a time, an hour at a time. And I know it's pretty trendy to talk about being mindful and staying in the moment, but there's a reason it's popular, because it's really important. And when you're down and you're upset, you're not going to be thinking rationally and making the correct decisions. To just be able to reel it in and be mindful and take it one day, 1 minute at a time. It kind of puts things into perspective, and if you do the right thing, one thing at a time, eventually you're going to get to where you want to be.
Joe, just timing-wise, as far as when the injury happened, it was on that first play in Pittsburgh? Or
Yeah, no, I was not feeling great going into that game. I think that was the start of it after the Carolina game. And then that very first play, my left leg gave out, and I just got absolutely planted in the ground, which I'm sure all of you guys saw. And I must have maybe strained it worse then or something, but I knew I wasn't able to finish that game, and I definitely didn't expect it to be as bad as it has been. Even when I was in a lot of pain the first few days, I'm like, all right, structurally there's not anything that's too crazy going on right now, so maybe in a few days this will calm down and I'll feel much better. And then it just kept dragging and dragging and dragging, and here we are for 5 weeks later, or however long it's been. So it was tough, and but everybody's dealing with injuries, everybody's dealing with something. It's like sore warming up, and it's like, who's not sore warming up right now, this point of the year, even after just week one. It's a tough league and a tough game, and I'm just happy that I stayed the course, and I'm starting to see the other side.
So you came out of the Carolina game feeling something in the glute?
I came out of the game feeling good. Like right after the game, I was like, man, felt good, got limited reps, was really hopeful for the next week, and those next few days just felt weird, felt like there was something going on. Didn't really think that it was the day after the game, and I didn't really think it was going to be any problem. I lifted as normal. I felt good. I didn't practice like super hard that week. I wasn't feeling amazing, but I definitely didn't see this coming, and I went into that Steelers game with not a lot of confidence. I was really nervous. I'm sure if you watch me run out on the field, usually I'm flying off trying to be the first one out there, and I was like, whew, this might not go well today, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and I figured out pretty quickly that it wasn't going to go well after that first play. But yeah, like I said, I'm just happy that I didn't let those dark thoughts or dark times kind of get a hold of me and keep me down, because as bad as football gets, it's the greatest thing that I've ever been a part of or ever done. It's the best, only thing I've ever been, great at, and I just want to take advantage of my time here. And it's running out, and it's running out for everybody, and time just doesn't stop. It just keeps freaking moving no matter what you do. And like I said, I just want to look back and be like, man, I'm happy that I did everything I could to make an impact and be the best player I can be.